I noticed that the turbo is out. Are we allowed to talk? I'm sitting here squeezing the trigger, but nothing's happening. Can you talk about what the idea was with that? And let's go with that first.
Yeah. So I mean, what you kind of see with dual stick control, the main part of that is that we did take away the turbo button, the sprint button, and really because we wanted to make it so you could have success with just the two sticks. And so you can think of that as maybe like we're trying to make the game easier or dumbing it down. Actually not. It's that, again, a player doesn't have like a turbo button or a sprint button. He just accelerates. And so it was tough to see where that fit in, where like a player's taking off, he gets a pitch, he's running around the edge. Does he hit a turbo button in his mind? No, he's just running for his life, or he's trying to hit a hole. And so we do have the option to turn it back on. You know, we realize that a lot of people, regardless of how realistic we think it is, people might just want to have it back. So they can alter their speed up and down in a lot more fine fashion. But yeah, by default, it's off. And
Alright, so you guys just heard the clip of Ian Cummins talking about the turbo issue in Madden 11 before it came out. There's no issue. There may be one issue with what he said in this video, and that's the whole aspect of the turbo being held down, in which I'm about to break it to you like this. The idea of the turbo button has to be held to a standard. Now, if I were to use the turbo button to simulate somebody running faster and somebody, trying to get away, it would be a tapping motion. It would be a repetitive tapping motion, increasing in speed. That, to me, simulates somebody running faster, pumping harder, trying to get more from themselves. And the way you have it in Madden is that all a person has to do is just hold down the button. That's not real, Ian. That is clearly false. You're wrong. That is clearly not how you show realism in using turbo. Now, I admire the fact that you did try to take it out the game in hopes that people would learn to find the holes, hit the holes, but then you run into an issue of total control aspect. This is the thing that 2K Sports has had right, and even though they've been off the market for a few years, still have it right. It's the total control issue. In All Pro Football and in ESPN, you can, on pitches, use the turbo button, get to the outside, and then stop tapping to seamlessly go in between running fast, running harder, to, I gotta decelerate, find a hole, maybe cut back, use a move, and get open again. See, that's the thought process that goes on in a player's head when he's running with the football. He doesn't just say, hey, I'm gonna just hold my head down and I'll get faster. That's not real. Where do you get that from? Grand Theft Auto? Grand Theft Auto, you can hold the button down. But even then, you can still tap it and get extra speed out of it. So, yeah, I think that was the only issue I had with this video. I admire the fact that he did, take it out to make it seem more real, to be able to find the holes, because the idea of the running backs, the goal, their job is mainly, once they get the ball, find a hole, hit the hole, accelerate through the hole, get out, break down any defender they have, and run, and basically run for daylight. Basically what they're doing is running for daylight. They have to go through the darkness, holes, and get past defenders, enemies, to find daylight. And once they find daylight, they're gone. You'll see runs, long runs like Chris Johnson for long touchdowns, and that's the end goal of any running back on any play, any given play, wants to get the ball. So, like I said, The only issue I had with that interview is that you don't just hold down the button. You don't hold. The Idea Turbo should be a tapping motion and not held down. So that's all I got. No beef, no real issue. Just something I just happened to find on YouTube randomly and just had a comment on. So this is my video response. All right then, peace.